Alrighty, good evening or good morning. Stage 4. It's the makeup day because I missed stage 4 of Tour de Zwift. Chosen the shorter one tonight, just the 23Ks. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this one. Cast patties? Patties? Cast patties? I'm not even going to try. 23Ks. And we'll see how things go. What have we got? 3 minutes, absolutely zero warm up. So that hasn't done so well. Just a tempo ride for this one because it's the new pack dynamics. So if people miss that, it's Zwift have implemented. Hopefully the stream's working okay. Chat, let me know if the stream's working okay. It's coming up looking a little weird for me elsewhere on my monitor screen. The health looks okay, but my feedback loop isn't looking too good. So the pack dynamics, they've changed it. The Zwift physics have changed for these particular events. I was going to do a quick Lama lab test, a Zwift tip on this. I have some footage recorded, but I needed some hands-on. The experience has been so-so. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for letting me know. People are saying that... There's an early starter. People have been saying that they're getting flinged around or moved around. The movement of the dynamics isn't quite right. What may be happening there is people... Michael Jackson on a bike, coming backwards, moonwalking, let's go. Come on, back it up, mate. Back it up. Solid moonwalk to the start. That's a good way of getting to the front in a crit. You fake a mechanical on the second last or the last warm-up lap. Then you just back yourself into the front of a crit. Away you go. Well played, I think people have got clients that may have not updated. Some people choose not to update the clients. There's a bit of a hack you can do for that. Apple TV might have updated, might have checked. We'll see how we go. Anyway, people have always been calling for Zwift to change the physics. We call for that early on. Well, early on. And nothing much has changed. It's just become Zwift dynamics. So let's see how this goes. This will be some hands-on. We're back in lockdown here, stage 4, which doesn't mean much. We can only go 5 kilometers from home, 2 hours a day. Masks outdoors and indoors, except in your own home. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Yeah, cheers. So I've been going out and getting some creative riding in outside. Yesterday was the orbital ride, 5Ks from home all the way around. Today, I'm lucky enough to live right near Lake Wendouree here in Ballarat. 6 kilometre around the lake in a big circle, so I had a bit of fun with that. Tomorrow, I'm not so sure. We'll see. Good crit training today though, because I was doing some up and backs. You'll know what it's about if you see my Strava today. Yeah, Marco, I was a little lazy. I've been outside because the weather's been pretty good here. So I didn't do stage 4 of the live stream race. What this is going to be about though is just moving through the pack. I'm not racing this one. I've got no energy in the legs. Yeah, masks outdoors. Yeah. Victoria's going into pretty hard lockdown again. But it is what it is. We have Zwift, which is handy. And I have enough trainers to last me a few thousand years. So, can't complain too much. So, new pack dynamics, just about to kick in. 10 seconds. Let's see how it goes. If there's any noticeable difference. Now, on the bike, no mask on the bike. When you're exercising, mask, running or riding. All right, here we go. So this should be more realistic, they say. Let's see how it pans out. Bunch of 54 or so. Now this won't be the large pack dynamics, but strung out early on, okay. Robinson on the storm. Okay, good, good. Heaps of riders for me to fall back through. Loud noises. Loud noises, Zwift. Makes getting the audio levels very hard. Good morning, Turkey. Good morning, Cyprus. Oi! That is, I guess, what we expect. So there should be no riding through other riders. But I'm just keen to see the jostling. It's never going to be real. No steering on tonight. It did take me a wide line through that corner though. There we go, it's bringing me back in line. Morning, Denmark. A little cold over there in Europe at the moment, I see. Lots of ice skating happening. Ireland. Most likely the same, pretty cold up there too, I'm sure. TT bike. Off. Romania, welcome along. Yes, a missed event for sure. And I'm taking the cop-out way, the shortest route. Or route. Whichever you've got. Hey guys, back on this side, come on. Back on this side of the road. What are you doing over there? That's the Aussie side. Things are a bit strange. What are you doing over there? So something's definitely... Oh, we're all over the other side now. Watch out, oncoming traffic. I'm going to have to go back through some old footage where I'm in a bunch of about the same size just to see the washing machine effect. There's some darting around happening. That's a little weird. It would be nice for it to be a lot smoother though. That's one thing, outdoors, you're not darting around like this in a bunch. Or as it was previously. This isn't too bad. As I said, I really need to see it side by side, with it on and with it off. -11. What? Whew. Currently 25C here in the Lama lab. About 30C outdoors. Oh mate, Twitch looks fantastic. The quality of the Twitch stream, if you're watching on YouTube, jump over to Twitch, type in Gplama, and see the quality stream. It's chalk and cheese. But YouTube are where the people are at. Now, Ant Plus, I don't think there's a limit. Manny, welcome along. My Zwift, I'm not sure whether it's on 3-second or instant, sorry. Looking at that, probably instant. Ready for the rumbles? I believe the new group dynamics were in the latest update, and they are optional based on the event. It's a bit of jostling. I don't know. We'd have to side by side it. I really will. It feels smooth here, a little more strung out. Again, it could also just be my mind games, thinking something's changed because I've been told something has changed. Whew. Mrs. Lama's just come and closed the door because she was making some noise And she hasn't come back to open the door back up. It's getting a bit warm. I can't do anything about my prettiness. But hopefully my channel's not about my looks. I'm hoping. Here we go. Whew. Cooked. I'm fine, thanks. Yeah. Hopefully the content makes up for the lack of looks. One by on a gravel bike, fine. I've had no problems whatsoever. Running 12 speed at the back with the 1052 cassette. For the roads that I ride and the rides that I've done, that's been fine. If it was purely on a roadie though, where you're dealing with a lot of descents, fast descents, it's still probably got a double chainring. The microphone here is the one I've always used. It's the Samson Go mic. Little USB condenser. And running that through NVIDIA broadcast filtering. YouTube is so 2020. It's also what pays the bills though. I wouldn't be here if I was relying on Twitch revenue. To actually make anything of Twitch, you need to have a minimum of 75 viewers over there. There's all these conditions you need to meet, which is pretty harsh. Whereas on YouTube, I'm getting 1.1 million views a month anyway. So I meet the conditions on YouTube, not on Twitch. No, just cruising this one. The heart rate says otherwise, but just testing the bunch dynamics. Ticking the stage 4 box. Hey Tim, welcome along. This feels smoother, but again, I'll need to side by side. I don't know. I'm at a disadvantage everywhere with my time zone. My awake time is everyone else's sleep time. Which is good because I don't get bugged too much. Wee! Wee! Little turbo. I don't get bugged during the day, but during the night, my inbox lights up. Paul, I'm not sure. It's only a small bunch. It feels smoother. Digging the throat. It's my Lionel Richie. Who else had a fro in the 80s? There was somebody else that I said on the Zwift cast. Leo Sayer. Of course it looks ridiculous and that's why I'm wearing it. So not directly on that guy's wheel. Sideshow Bob, there we go. Oh, I'm going to get shelled from this group. Where's the beach sheep? Come on, beach sheep. Where are you? There they are in the distance. Beach sheep. One of the most important upgrades to Zwift in 2020. Sheep at the beach. As an Aussie, can appreciate this. New Zealanders, calm down, New Zealand. They're not real. Bob Ross, there we go. I'm not closing that gap, come on. Well, I guess they're wearing merino. Ooh. Dad jokes. So in the smaller packs, that's where people were saying they were having issues. People popping around, jumping around. Hey sheep. Kick a 5. Oh. Camera changes with the keyboard. I have a keyboard in front of me. 130. Whoa. Where's the top shot? This one here. Just wondering if riders can still ride through each other's wheels, but not torsos. And having said that, myth busted, they can. It just happened. Whew. Sticky watts on the stages, I'm not aware of that. Possibly. Sticky watts is a Zwift thing, and now it handles different power meters. Probably needs to be tested. Not a cheat that I use, so not something I test regularly. There's a post over on the Zwift forums about these pack dynamics. Not a lot of detail, just that it should look more real. So, nah. I think we can't notice any difference. Maybe it is more real. It looks normal, except the guy with his head where it shouldn't go. Whee! Yeah, Tim, I think it strung things out at the start. Yo 5. Whew. Where's my tunes? You won a Jet Black Volt, nice one. Hey Simon, once you've unboxed it and ridden it, post up over my review video. Let me know your experience. Keen to hear how it goes for other people too. Yeah, things seem strung out. Up the road looks more normal for me. You might not be able to see it in the stream, but I've been full 8K, 4K here. I can see a lot of detail. And things look more strung out, which is what you expect to see on the road. Where's my friends? Come on, friends. They're drafting the throw. Yeah, in those 1,000+ events, the string out is going to be very interesting. So without steering, there has to be some kind of magnetic attraction between riders to keep people together. I'd hate to try and code this behind the scenes. It'd be a nightmare. What I'm hoping they've worked on is not being overtaken by somebody doing a lot less watts per kilo. It sucks when you're sitting on 3.8 or 4 and someone doing 2.7 in a group slides past. If someone's going to be going faster than you, someone needs to be putting out more watts on the front. So I'm continually on the front here with a slightly higher number. Maybe that's something they've worked on. Nice straight line. Looking good, boys. Gender check. Riders. We just don't know. Oof. Cheers, John. Yeah. Sorry, Yo 5 that was. The Zwift cast, yes. Look, I do Zwift casts weekly, no worries. That's Simon's call. They're a lot of fun. Cobbles. Loud. Mindless Hammerfest, it is indeed. It is indeed. See, there's no social cues on Zwift. I said this before. At a crit or a road race, whoever goes off the front hard first and gets chased down, you can at least ride past them and give them a bit of a, if you know what I mean, a bit of a, what was that, sir? We're all fresh, we're all warm. We didn't need to start like that. Then you usually mark him out of the race. There's these social things that happen in real life that don't happen on Zwift. I think that's a small element to it. Ah, the street noise is in the... Come on, team. Trying to show pack dynamics and I'm here riding solo. Yeah, the waterfalls and the cobbles. There's a smaller change that would make people happy to actually do. And if someone tacks off the front and you know them, it's even more fun. You have a little bit more leverage in real life to have a word to them. JavaScript. Is this written in assembly? Could be basic. 10, go to power up. Oh, sorry, that's invalid syntax. 10, go to 20, power up. Disabling the right-on thumb, find the resource and make it 0 bytes. Easily done by making a text file called the same thing. Where's my friends? Come on, friends. Pack dynamics with all my friends here. Standard YouTuber life. No friends. And I probably won't catch another rider. So I guess if you wanted to see the example, rewind the stream. I still have stages 7 and 8, I believe. I would trust the aciomas over a flux. But trust, but verify. If you can statically weight test them, that'd be a handy thing to do. Where's this short downhill? Oh yeah, here it is. Andre, if you're my friends, where are you? Where are you? You need to be on here, doing my bunch wind breaking for me. Oh, I just passed 147,000 friends on YouTube, so that's another milestone kicked over. It's all good, I'm just having a bit of fun. Whew. I don't think there's a bigger group. I can't really see behind me on that map too either, can I? Why? Oh, there is one there. They may catch me on the hill. We shall see. I've got enough from early on to go side by side with the video I've captured. Number one thing to see improved on Zwift. Return to the main menu. I have a list of 100 things. I have a 100 list of things I would like to see fixed. But you know what? Everyone posts their big whingy list of things to fix. It would be nice for these. I'm in 4K here on the screen, and my ride experience is impacted by these massive menus, but I can see clearly 50% sizing of the menus and on-screen resources would be nice. Correctly recording data would be another. Dual recording data would be another. I'll stop there. I have 99 others. Maybe 97. Well, this is a lonely ride. %2 harder than you kick a 5, that's not bad. I'd call that within spec, Paul. Yeah, back to lockdown, Sean. Well, making the most of it on Strava. Doing my 5K from home rides. Back onto what I'd like to see it fixed on Zwift. Somebody said the other day in the Zwiftcast comment, we should go a little harder on Zwift about what we want to see fixed. I didn't reply in the forums. My take on that is, there's a point you get to with submitting tickets and suggestions. It's not just Zwift. But if your level of influence isn't working, then it's energy wasted. I know it's not what people want to hear me say, but I could talk about the draft all I want. If it's not changing, I'm just punching myself in the nuts to see if it hurts. I could talk about dual recording, left-right balance, cycling dynamics to show what the actually when you're out of the pedals or out of the saddle, DI2 integration, smart bike integration, changing that goddamn text to be off the middle of the screen. All of that, all been brought up. But unless the needle moves, there's no use kicking it. All right, where's this climb start? We'll have a rest. Thriftist? You read my mind. And probably heard me whinge about that for 3 years. Uno or duo? Look, it really depends what you want. For what I do, I need the duo. True total power. If you just want to measure what you're doing and grab that TSS score, then single-sided will work. All right, let's grind. Yeah, Zwift were tweaking Bluetooth recently for sure. I have no details other than things were bad. Whew. Are we there yet? How long is this hill? It's about 6 minutes, isn't it? Rock in the front. Of course, this is also a data collection session. 3 power meters on the go. Okay. Bluetooth also uses 2.4. Sometimes a little better though. More gears. More gears. Off. GT Bike V soon. That's so much fun, mate. That is so much fun. I thought I'd be roasted for shooting people on my live stream, but I was super happy to see people accept it as a game. All right. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Ah, brilliant. Good to hear the ultimate warm-up is working. It's not easy. That warm-up is not easy. But that... you've got to be fit enough to do the warm-up to make it worthwhile. That warm-up, it claps me at the moment. No vent top, no. No, just to the finish line to tick off stage 4. Whew. Feeling more comfortable these days at this intensity. I'm not going any faster, just feeling more comfortable. So I think about TTs. It's the tolerance of being uncomfortable. Ed would wipe the floor. Whew. That's that done. Holy hell. I got the comm. I am definitely undercover. If I can't grow hair in real life, I'll use it virtually. Oh, that was hard. Harder than I'd hoped for. Always a Zwift effect. Clicking noise, check your feet lockers. The blue things that spin on the feet adjustment. If they're loose, you get clicking. Other than that, the main upright bolt too might need to be further secured. Oi, come back here, come back here. I want the draft. Alright, so fighting for 8th or 9th place. There's not much in it. What we need to make sure is there's no big group going to come up behind us and swamp, so it's just about monitoring those gaps there. 14 seconds, 30 seconds, 46. We're good. We'll both be in the top 10. The climbing logo for the drops multiplier has gone though, I think. Someone pointed that out the other day. If anyone can confirm. I think you need to be on a 3% or higher. Gap's still good, 14 seconds, we're fine. I'm not sure if this dude's going to sprint me. I'm playing with fire. He didn't sprint me. Good data anyway. One more down. We'll stay here for a cooldown. Alrighty. Yeah, aero after the sprint. Good job, me. Speed play sprint too. Woohoo. How about that? Though it's on those firmer speed plays, not the second-hand ones I picked up. Yeah, I think, was it Han I was riding with? I think he did a gentlemanly thing and just was rolling to the line. But you know, you can never risk it. I said the other week when I was 30th or 20th or something like that on the jungle, and I sat on a bunch for probably 2 laps. I didn't do any work whatsoever. I couldn't out sprint, and that's not what you do in real life. And there was no need for me to, so I did a bit of a lead out and blew up early. But then when it's just one-on-one, see, I'm making up the rules myself as I go along here. Kicker 5 firmware. Still throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at the Kicker 5 firmware over Bluetooth. Wow. That's a nice climb. That is a nice climb on that course. Was that 6 minutes? Did someone smash the comm on me? Surely they did. Yeah, there we go. There's only a few seconds in it. 6 minutes. Nice one, that's close. 0.7 seconds. Good stuff. Whew. So while I'm here cooling down, shooting the breeze, let me know if you've got any questions. Fire away. Let me know what tyre size you run on your bikes outdoors. Are you in the 28 crowd? Who would have thought 28s? Speed plays are going well. The snappier ones that clip in better than the second-hand ones I bought are snapping in a lot better. Yeah. Definitely takes some getting used to. I'm still switching between a few bikes. The gravel bike, which has SPDs, and the other bikes, which still have the Asiomas. If I had to give away all my trainers, I go right outdoors. And then keep the Lamond. No one wants to hear me say the Lamond is the best though. Because it's not smart, it's loud as all get out, and it doesn't support through axle. Okay, so pulling up the comm results. See on the bottom here, see there's little buttons down the bottom? There's the red, that's over the other side there. Red, blue, green, also red, and also green. Not to confuse anyone. You can scroll through those throughout the course that you're on and just see where things are at. And then once you're there, you can scroll through these ones too. Is that worth a Zwift tip? I don't think I've covered that before. It's just one of those UI things that we've known and tinkered with for years. But so you can look at the aqua.com and it will auto scroll to yourself. I can scroll from my 30-day PRs. It's been a while since I've been here. And live results. If you're a female rider, you'll also get the women's too, I believe. Oh, it's covered by the phone. Thank you. I'm an idiot. How's that? See, the joys of being your own floor manager, producer, sound man, audio guy, performer, and general idiot on a stream yourself is that you don't pick that up. Thank you, chat. Alright, those tunes can come down a bit. But then when they're not there, they're not there. I think you can go to the menu and show them all the time or something. Yeah. Whew. No, Mark, my setup, which is not what people want to hear, has been rock solid. My Wi-Fi mesh router is 2 meters this way, 3 meters this way. I've cleaned up the 2.4 wireless environment in this house. So no, my Apple TV is rock solid. I'm using most of the time iOS. Riders nearby on PC, I don't think you can. You can swipe them off on iOS, you can grab the screen, just... You can't hide the list. Upgrades? I'm not sure on level 5. Zwift Insider is where it's at. Finding out what the best level upgrades are for where you're at with things. I'll go through to 30Ks or so just to spin the legs out. Best one to work towards? Tron bike. Always work towards the Tron bike. Troubleshoot remotely live. I appreciate live television and live sports a lot. About how they do it. I mean, they've obviously got a lot more resources to camera angles and this and that, but yeah, it's a lot. And it's one of those things where your live stream can change based on just your internet connection, which is out of your hands completely. All you can do is make sure that whatever you're responsible for is most reliable. So, kick a 5 tonight. Pace partner features, yeah, they've been very, very popular. They're just a continual bike ride that's always happening. I like the pace partners. They're a great idea. The pros have always been at the top. Pros and friends. I think pros override friends too. There's probably a lot more of them on there now though. Always pop up on the top. The 4th challenge. Italy, California, Everest. What's the 4th one? The 4th one's probably to remove those 3 challenges and not have a 4th. The kicker bike, I cannot get it away from my wife's setup. So she's using it almost daily. So she's my long-term tester for the kicker bikes. That's still going well. Yes. Fix the macros on the pace partner chat. Segment comms on Zwift that are unbelievably impressive. Yeah, for sure. There's tons out there that have been flagged and proven fake, but because Strava have okayed them, you can't flag them again. Calling a spade, the KOMs on Strava for Zwift are junk, all of them. It's just the nature of what they are with the technology used. If anyone is offended by that or doesn't believe that, you're wrong. Sorry. Yeah, the meetup rubber banding. Bingo. Exactly. The technology used, as I said, technology being used. Anybody across Dylan Johnson's video for today? That lit up the internet. Well, the little corner that we're usually playing it anyway. Interesting video, good discussion on both sides. Refreshing that it wasn't... There was no offence, though. There was no... I mean, obviously we know how Hambini works on a scale from 1 to 10, with Hambini being 11. Yeah, Dylan's at 0. He's where he needs to be. Good delivery, good information. But I think the takeaway there is that people's response to training is so individual. It is just so individual. It is... And they're still trying to figure it out. But there's nothing like coaches having a biffo online, is there? Because one will be right, and the other will be right. And then the other one's also right. Oh, it goes on and on. Hopefully what we get out of all of this, though, as a bystander, better information, better science, better technology. I'm just glad that the stuff that I do is black and white, because it is ones and zeros. That's it. I have opinions on a few things, like packaging being used in certain trainers, but it's minor. It's not the core of my business being questioned. Interesting discussion here. Dylan Johnson. Go check it out over on his YouTube. Yeah, Tony, lockdown. So if people aren't aware, we're back into 5 days of lockdown here, hard lockdown in Victoria, which is stricter than it's been before. Sorry, Cobbles. Actually, I can turn that down. I'm the sound guy. There we go. So retail shut except for essentials, school shut, entertainment shut, everything's pretty much shut. But it also includes regional Victoria. Previously it was just Melbourne. They put a ring of steel around Melbourne, which was made up of checkpoints, not actual steel. So Melbourne had it hard, and we had it okay. Here in regional Victoria, we're 120 k's away from Melbourne, towards Adelaide. But this time, because of the restrictions, I think this is why they did it. My own theory, everyone loves a theory, is that it was announced at 12 o'clock on Friday. And if they were going to lock down Melbourne at 12 o'clock on a Friday and not regional Victoria, I can guarantee you everyone had 6 hours to get in the car and get out of Melbourne to country Victoria. Both driving through the hotspots and taking their own little germs with them. So I think they just went, you know what, Victoria, tunk, you're on pause. All of you, which includes us. You live in the CBD, mate. Wow. Eerie. I've seen some photos. Dr. Tacker over on Instagram. He's posting up some great stuff, going to and from work with just no one around. And we don't know if it's going to be called. It was 5 days initially. We have a big ride. It's the Ballarat Cycle Classic is on Sunday here. That's going to be a no-go if they don't lift it by tomorrow. Sorry, it's Wednesday. They'll announce it tomorrow if they're going to lift it Wednesday. They can't leave it for more than 24 hours, can they? Anyway. Look, we're back in the shit. That's about it. Hey, Stefan. But look, it's good to see that. I mean, thank God we've got the internet. We've got our bikes. We can ride. We have toilet paper. Woohoo! Big joke there. But people have been having fun on Strava, and I love that. So we can only go 5 kilometers from home now. Well, technically, because if I'm riding, it's my business. I could probably ride wherever, but because for work purposes. So I can do everything I need within a 5k radius. So let's stick to the rules. People have been doing the orbital rides around their house, though you've got to be careful doing that because even if you have Strava privacy on and you're riding exactly 5k's from your home, it doesn't take much to figure out where you live. Other people have been doing the cross, 5k's up, 5k's down, 5k's across, 5k's across. Again, watch your starting point if you're going to be doing that. Just offset it a little bit. And what else has been happening? Well, we've got the lake here in Ballarat, which is 6k's around, which I can get to the other side of that within 5k, so I can do lake laps. Wednesday evening, yeah, let's see. Crit Shack, 4.6k's from the front door. Is that Q? Is that the loops? Down the Yarra Boulevard? Oh, we're going over 30k's. I'll keep ticking along. The legs needed after that effort. Very quiet out here. Breaking out of the free world. Somebody 8 minutes up the road, someone 7 minutes. Oh yeah, those two are going for it. Check those watts. Is that two French dudes going for the sprint? Oh, hang on. Yay! I can fan view. Go, go, go! Oh, who's got it? Yellow. And yellow takes. I can't believe I forgot to go to fan view. I was watching those two duke it out. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Good job, guys. And they are toast. Look at that. That's brilliant. So we can't do that out on the road. 100k ride around there. Block off. No. Casey Fields. Right, yep. Tom, if you're riding along and everybody disappears, including the list there, it's typically your connection to the Zwift service or its ability to connect back to you. So that's the high level view, probably your connection. That means if you're still riding along, so your local connection is, so you can drop your internet off and still ride. All your sensors go directly to your Zwift session. If you're using the companion app, it gets a little trickier, but that's still local. So your internet from your house onwards, if that drops out, you can still ride, everything looks cool, people drop away. Though, oh, Andrew, I just clicked on their names. So I've got the mouse here. I can just click on the names as I go up the road on the name list. Just to watch that little sprint unfold. Are they back riding together? Okay, they're friends again. If you want to get tricky in it, local firewall rules, I think Zwift Insider had a really good article that goes right down the rabbit hole of UDP packets being blocked by the Windows firewall. It's on port 3000 something or other, if you really want to dive into it. Patrick, hard to tell if there was much of a difference, to be honest. It seemed normal, seemed okay. Between gravel and road, maybe go a gravel bike and get a road set of wheels for it. So you can do both if you're not racing. Because a gravel bike can do both. A well set up and well thought out gravel bike can do both. It'll do gravel really well and road well enough. A road bike, wouldn't be using road bike on gravel. Not the rutted roads and things that smash your headset around. So the new hairstyle doesn't add any drag whatsoever. It just adds coolness. Ah, yeah. Woo! Best way to get into Zwift? Depends what equipment you have. It's not the cheapest to get into, I'll admit that. You do need to, for the best experience, you need a smart trainer, a decent PC or a phone or something to run the 3D game and 3D world here. Ideally a power meter. And the list goes on, but it depends what you have. I think Zwift have a bit of a step through on their website of what you need to get up and running. I have some Zwift on a budget videos. Pretty dated now, they're about 4 years old, I think. A few things have changed. Simple Zwift setup, though, I've done with an Apple TV. That works quite well. Mountain bike, you've got a PC with a 1050 Ti. Done. Okay, so your PC's sorted, you've got a bike. You just need yourself a trainer. And you're good to go. And a fan. If you can't ride through people at the front of the pack, the advantage may slow the pack. Yeah, look. Again, we need more events to do the new pack drafting. Ruby, no, haven't. I see there, all the other platforms are doing quite well at the moment. Everyone's got the COVID boost. Ruby recently implementing, a few months back, drafting in-game in their virtual roads. overlaying real video with virtual gradients, which is pretty cool. But this time of year, I'm mostly outdoors. I've been playing with tire pressure, tire sizes, power meter hacks. I've got the GRX power meter, which I might cover. I did a quick how to use a road Shimano left-only crank on a GRX crankset. It's well down the rabbit hole, but I think it's interesting. I might put a little video up on that. Mac Mini with the new M1. Still expensive though. Apple TV 4K. Look, it's not going to give you the best graphical experience, but for bang for buck though. So Tom, just a quick one on the GRX if you didn't see the Insta that I put up on that. The GRX crankset is 2.5mm wider on the Q factor, so the cranks actually go out a little more. I'm guessing it's because they have more chainstay clearance on gravel bikes. But if you want a cheap hack and you've already got a single-sided power meter, say a 105, an Ultegra, or even a Dura-Ace, you can use the left crank arm. The spindle interface is the same. If the clearance is okay though with the pod. The clearance I've tried with the in-peak power meter is really small, but I've got probably 8 left-only Shimano style cranks, which I could put all on and just show the clearances. That might be worth doing. Cyberfest on Apple TV. I think that's in beta or they're still working on it. I'm not sure, sorry. Coming through to the hour. We'll make this stream worthwhile. Enjoying the chat. Thanks everyone for dropping by. We up the company here. I'd be off the trainer and digging into dinner well before now. Eight tries. Funk, what were you on? Were you updating with a potato phone? Let me know. Let me know what phone you're updating with. Don't say Android. You're eating ice cream, mate. As long as it's coffee ice cream. Best of both worlds. You're saying Android. Usually Android's the one to work with, especially for apps are usually written in Android first, and it depends on the development house. I think the Power to Max was troublesome for me on iOS. It worked on Android though. I finished, yes, sorry, we've ticked off the route for this. I still have 2 more to go, so I'm doing catch-ups. I'll do those over the next few days. Yep. iPhone next time, for sure. I think it all comes down to what the development house, what they prefer, what's their development platform of choice. A lot of the time people will develop for iOS first, or if they're more of a low-level hackers, they'll use Android. I'm making massively general terms there, but you know what I mean. What time is it in Australia? 8:46 p.m. In Perth, it's probably only about 5:46 though. The Lama Strava stats, mate. I missed those too, mainly because I had a ton of scripts that did all the work for me. So I would acquire all the data from different events, and then I had a ton of scripts that just grabbed all that and just chopped it up within seconds. It was great. It's fantastic. Wait, subscribers coming in. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, you got the comeback. But I did get a friendly call from Strava saying, hey, are you maybe, grabbing our data? I'm like, it's public data. They're like, yeah, can you not do that? I think the story is they sell it to companies, and I was just doing it and giving it out there for free. It's not my data to sell, it's just public information. I mean, you could get the same stats from a pencil and a notepad if you had enough time. I just used a very efficient digital pencil and notepad to summarize everything. Anyway, no love lost there, but I did love those stats. And it did show that nobody used Android. It was a, what was it, Tobin? It was, I think it was a 3/4 iPhone usage. It was only 25% Android. I'd love to see those stats today, see if they've changed. Kent, I'm not sure. The pack dynamics things seemed to string out at the start. There was only 50 of us or so at the start. I think it was better. I'm going to go back through some old footage. I'll side by side them. All right. Going to have to call this a day very soon. Mostly because that climb is coming up. But I had an internet upgrade the other day here, so we're now on, I think we get 400 down, which doesn't help the live streams, it needs up, but I think we're on 44 up now, which is a good thing. 36Ks. We are done. Thanks everyone for joining in with the chat there. As I said earlier on in the video, or in this live stream, that's where you'll see the pack dynamics change a little bit. We did a bit of overhead camera work, just quickly. I'm not sure. The change may be only small. I'm going to jump over to the forums after I finish up here and see what everyone else's experience is about too. But good to see them changing things up, trying something new. Yeah, even if it breaks or it doesn't work, great. They're not going to fail this way again. They'll try something else. So we'll see how it goes. Assuming you can't use a keyboard with Apple TV 4K. Oh, look, a gaming PC with a good NVIDIA card, you just can't go past it, especially with what I'm running here. I'm running the encoding of the stream with my graphics card. I'm running Zwift. I'm running my audio filter. It's all working very, very well. It's overkill, though. A lot of the stuff you can't do with Apple TV, obviously. The Zwift PC Master Race group on Facebook is a really good resource if you're into PCs and building and finding cheap boxes and putting new graphics cards in them and things like that. Tons of hobbyists over there. I don't have the time to get that level of detail. 12 months ago, I just went out and spent the money on a new HP Omen PC that's just worked. That's what I needed. And it's paid for itself over and over with being very simple for me. If I've missed your question, apologies, I've got to run. Put it in the comments below, and I'm always watching the comments. So thanks for joining along. That's 2 more to go on Tour to Zwift, and still 5 route badges to do. Yeah, the long ones. Not looking forward to those. Anyway, have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along.